Getting all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to episode number 2 of the Eddie George Heisman Challenge here on NCAA Football 13 as we say goodbye to some of the old games, because more than likely we won't be going and playing these games as often as we have the past 11 years, because we'll have the new game that hopefully will be sufficient in sustaining our college football desires. At least that's what we hope is the case with the new College Football 25 game coming out July 16th for early access, July 19th for worldwide release. I will have it for early access, so you can expect a lot of content and maybe, just maybe, a day one live stream. I'm not sure. Not sure. Haven't decided yet. But we are paying tribute to the games that came before by playing the Heisman Challenge on NCAA 13, one of the more fun modes and probably one of the more forgotten modes of the more modern NCAA games. And we take on Eddie George because I'm an Ohio State fan, and Eddie George is one of my favorite running backs that ever played at Ohio State. Even though I wasn't alive when he was playing, I still know the impact that he had. And we played one game. We did the opening game against Miami of Ohio. We had 284 yards and 5 touchdowns in that game. It was pretty fun. So hopefully we can beat some of the records that Eddie George set in his season. We only got one season to do this. So we got to, 1, win the Heisman, and 2, beat all of Eddie George's records that they have set out for us. So if you go to enjoy and you want to see more Heisman Challenge content on NCAA 13 before the new game comes out, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started with episode number 2. So here we are. We are ranked number 17 in the nation, the 1-0 Buckeyes. We take on UCF today, and probably a couple other games as well, depending on how quickly they go. But here are our Chasing Eddie goals. So we have to carry for more yards in the game than Eddie did. He had a 314 in a single game. We got 284. We were very close to getting the 314. That's going to be a little tricky. We did already get the 5 touchdowns. That was pretty simple. And then the other 2 are just like season totals that are going to take a little bit longer. They can't just be in a game. We have to get 1927 yards, which should be fairly simple. If we're getting like 284 or around that mark every single time, that'll be very simple to get. And then the 24 touchdowns will be very easy to get as well. The Heisman Challenge, we are competing against, yes, auto-generated names, but we are competing against guys like Matt Barkley, Melvin Gordon, Tyrann Mathieu, and Denard Robinson, who did not win the Heisman this year. Who wins the Heisman this year in 2013? It is... Who does win the Heisman this year? Is it Mariota? Does Mariota win the Heisman? Or is it Jameis that wins the Heisman this year? Because Mariota wins the Heisman the year they go and play the Buckeyes in the first ever national championship game. That was 2014. So that's not the... Okay, so it's not Mariota. Then the year before that would have been 2013. Is that Jameis in 2013? Or is that Manziel? Does Manziel win it in 2013? No, but does he win it in 2012? I know Cam wins it in 2010. 2011... would be... Who wins it in 2011? Because RG3's in here too. RG3's in here too. He's 20... Is he 2012? And then Manziel's 2013? Is that how it goes? I think that might be how it goes. Who's 2011 though? I can't think of who 2011 is right now off the top of my head. I know that RG3, and then it's... I think it's RG3, then it's Manziel, then it's Jameis, then it's Mariota. I'm pretty sure that's how the years go. I could be getting that mixed up a little bit, but it's hard to think because the Heisman happens in the year before the championship game happens, because the championship game happens in January, so it's a little bit tricky to remember exactly, but I think I got that down. So I think this year would have been Who did I just say? Manziel? I think this year would have been Manziel. I'm not 100% sure on that. I could be wrong. I could have gotten mixed up, like I said, but I think it's Manziel. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're trying to win it ourselves. So, here we go. Heisman watch, we just took a look at the Heisman. What's the Heisman leaderboards? What is this? Oh, this is just regular milestones. Okay. We can go in. Oh, no, this needs an online connection. Okay, never mind. But these are just like regular milestones that we can get throughout the season. Heisman score. Can we get into this? Yes, we can. Okay, so this is what we can see all of our different things getting. Hopefully, we'll have a lot of these unlocked. I guess we'll find out as we go further. But no more time to waste. Let's get into this game against UCF. We'll probably play 2 or 3 games today, depending on how fast they go. They should go pretty fast since we only play offense, and apparently we return kicks for some reason, but it should go pretty fast. So let's go in here and see if we can beat that 3:14 mark with Eddie George. Okay, we are here in a rainy Columbus, Ohio, here in the shoe, to play against UCF. And when we were loading in, it said that Eddie George's week 2 game, I think they played against Washington in the 97 season or 95 season, whatever it was. They said that he had 29 carries for, or no, he had 36 carries for, what was it, 200 and some, I forget what it was. He had 2 touchdowns as well. I forget exactly the number. 219, I think is what it was. 36 carries, 219 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So preferably we need to beat that mark. That'll be the goal. But we also have to beat the mark of 314 at some point this season. That doesn't have to happen right now, but I like to get that away as soon as possible so that we don't have to worry about it anymore. We can check that goal off the list and focus on the Heisman. I'm still upset that at the end of last episode we didn't move anywhere higher in the Heisman order after having the game that we had. 284 and 5 touchdowns wasn't good enough to push us higher than still 5th in the Heisman. That's pretty crazy. But here we are, as Eddie George gets another first down and even carries somebody for a couple extra yards. That's pretty awesome. We've already got 4 carries for 49. We need to get 314. I think we need to get basically around 100 yards a quarter if we want to get to 314. Doesn't have to be necessarily 100 yards a quarter because that would be 400. So we need to basically get maybe like 80 yards a quarter if we want to have any chance of getting this. Oh, I don't have the ball. I thought he handed me the ball. Braxton kept it himself. I could have sworn he handed me the ball on that read option. I guess I was wrong on that. That's my bad. I could have sworn he handed me the ball. I was wondering why nobody was coming after me. I thought I was going to have an easy touchdown. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 2nd and 13. We got a little bit of a scramble. And then hand me the ball. And, oh, I got a lot of room here. Eddie George got hit hard, but he takes it to the goal line. 1st and goal. Give me the ball one more time and let me score it. Let me score it. So we're going to get the little fake run from the receiver. I think that might be Philly Brown running that. And he hands it to me. And Eddie George doesn't get in. Eddie George close, but no cigarette. But they will hand me the ball at basically the 1 yard line, maybe the 1.5 yard line. I can't really see where that ball's marked. I think it's the 1. But they hand me the ball, and I get shut down. They really were ready for the Eddie George handoff. We're going to run it back. I might have to dive. I don't know. Eddie George, wow, they are ready for it. It's 4th and goal. They shut me down. A little goal line stand for the boys. UCF. That was pretty impressive. I can't get this post-snap reaction time thing off my screen, though. For some reason, we are playing special teams like punt returning and kick return. I have no idea why. Eddie George never did this. But we're doing it, and we got ourselves decent yardage to start with. Preferably, we need as many yards as possible, so let's go see what we can do. Minute 34 to go. We need to have a good drive here to get us the target amount of yards we need. Oh, that's great blocking down the field. Eddie George, stiff arm. Oh, he did it. He stiff armed him. He set him down. I wasn't sure the animation worked, but he did. He threw him down. That was great blocking from the defense line. That got us 72 yards. We're pretty much on track for 314, I would think. We've already got 72 yards. I'm going to cut this back the other way. Eddie George. Oh, I broke that tackle, but the other guy came in a little too quickly there. That's okay. That is all right. Is UCF's defense going to be good on the goal line? Because they stopped us the first time I tried to get in there. I'm going to take this all the way outside, then cut it back in, and he shut me down, but Eddie's fighting still. Eddie was going to break that, wasn't he? That was an animation to break, I'm pretty sure. Okay, the first time we are running an actual route. What's the route we're... Oh, we're not running a route today. So we're just throwing a block here. What kind of block can I throw? Nothing. I'm not sure how I throw blocks. Maybe I throw the right stick up. I don't even know. Oh, man, we have... The offense is kind of stalling here against UCF. That's 2 field goal attempts. That's gross. If I was watching this game, I'd be furious. How do you only have 2 field goals in the first quarter against UCF? I need to start calling fair catches, don't I? I honestly didn't see that guy until he was right there, and it was too late to call a fair catch. All I need to know is how many yards can I get on this last play? I can't snap it. That sucks. But there's the handoff. Great blocking. Eddie George cut it back in. Eddie George. Good carry. And after 1 quarter of action, Eddie George sits at 14 carries and 91 yards. No touchdowns, but 91 yards is a good start. In 1 quarter, getting 91 yards is really, really good. That's got to be on pace for 314. Because if we can get 91 yards again this drive, or this quarter, then we'll be really good. That's a huge carry. Great blocking down the field. Eddie George is starting to heat up. He's starting to heat up. We're getting a little dangerous. Snap me the football. Throw some blocks or not. You're not fast enough to throw the blocks. That's okay. Gets us to 2nd and 1. And 114 yards on 16 carries. All right. We need 314. So we need exactly 200 yards. In 3 quarters of football. You got to throw a block there. Come on. If he throws a block there, I probably take that even further than where I got it. Maybe even a touchdown. Who knows? Maybe even a touchdown. I hate that I can't snap the ball because I'm the running back. All right, there's the cut outside. Oh, okay, I got a couple yards on that one. Not as good. That play doesn't seem to be as efficient as I need it to be. I'm going to actually use an extra play here. We're going to go jet halfback dive. We can't be having plays where I don't touch the football. Every play, I have to touch the football. That's just basically how it goes. So here we go. We got the jet sweep. Then I fake that into the halfback dive, and I don't get anything on that. Well, I got 2, but I thought I was going to be more successful than it was. And we go right back to the speed option. The speed option is not that successful. But we'll see what Braxton's got. There it is. He's going to not pitch it to me because I didn't really have anything either. And that's another stand for the UCF defense. They are cooking us. But they can't do anything either. They're going to have a field goal. And for some reason, I'm back out here on field goal block defense. I don't know why. Can I block it, though? Try not to get a penalty here. Are they going to snap it? What's going on here? Why are they taking so much time? They're really wasting the entire play clock. Oh, I might have timed it. Oh, I thought I timed that really well. They do get the field goal. At least they're not scoring as much as Miami of Ohio did. I think they put touchdowns on the board against us. That was pretty crazy. Miami of Ohio putting touchdowns on the Buckeye defense? Eddie George, kick returner. Weird to say. Takes it for a decent carry. And now we're running a route. So this isn't going to matter for rushing yards, but maybe I can get a couple passing yards. Or receiving yards, I should say. Let me throw a little bit of a route here. I'm open. How do I call for the pass? I'm pressing A. I don't know why. I don't know why they're not calling for the pass there. And we're going for another passing play? Come on, Braxton. Ooh, timeout Buckeyes. I didn't call that. Oh, it's because there's a minute left to go. That's why they're calling passing plays. Minute left to go in the half. We're going 4 verts. We're getting a little saucy. I'll do my little check down. How do I call for a pass? Braxton's going to take off and run. Okay, Braxton. There had to have been somebody open down the field. I wasn't really watching too much, but you know what? I'm going to use one of my extra plays. I'm tired of pass plays. This isn't a passing season. This is a running season. You got a Hall of Famer behind you. You got Eddie George. My bald king. So we are going to let Eddie George get the ball. Look at that. See how easy that was? We get all those yards back. We get the first down so the clock stops. And we're basically in field goal range, even though I'd like to get a little further for field. Oh, he flipped it. Okay, flip. All right, Braxton, what you got cooking? Oh, I'm stuck. No, Braxton, you flipped it to the wrong side. I got stuck behind the stupid offensive lineman. There wasn't really much room for me to go there. And now we're certainly not in field goal range. He's going to hand it off to me one more time, but we'll get into field goal range now. Eddie George, let's go. What a carry. What blocking. And that gets us into field goal range. That was perfect. That couldn't have gone better. Well, I mean, it could have gone better. Could have got a touchdown out of it. Oh, but the great blocking again. Eddie George barreling his way to the goal line. At the 3, maybe? The 2? The clock will stop until we get set. And we got one more chance to get into the end zone here. But we have not had good success against this UCF defense at the goal line. They've stopped us multiple different times. And they'll stop me again. Eddie George, gotta get in there. I don't want to use my final timeout because they might take me off the field. So we gotta hope that I get in here with this snap. Eddie George diving, touchdown Buckeyes! At the end of the half, Eddie George putting his body on the line and gets in the end zone. That's what you want to see. We got 177, so we finish the first half with 177 yards. I don't think that's good enough. We probably needed to get to 200 by the end of the half. Oh, this is going to be tricky. 314, I didn't realize it was going to be as tricky as it is. This is tough to get 314. As it should be. It's tough to get 200 yards in a game on the ground, let alone 300. All right, there's the snap. We just need to have, like, a couple big chunks of yardage. If we can get, like, a drive or a couple drives in a row where we have, like, a 40-yard carry or something, that would really add up. That would really help us out. Snap me the ball at Braxton. There we go. See, this is what I'm talking about. These kind of runs right here, and I broke free. That's the type of run we need. If we just keep firing off runs like that, then we will be able to get to 314. That might even have taken us over 200. I'm not sure how many yards I got on that. That might have taken us to 200. Braxton with the snap. We're going to cut it inside this time, but they were ready for it. Okay, we're not going to no huddle this time. We'll see how many yards we have. We have 210. 210 yards. We are very, very close to that 314 marker. I got shut down right at the line of scrimmage there. That guy was ready. He was not fooled. It's 3rd and 4. This is a designed run to get us good yardage. And it will. Yes, it will. Because Eddie's very feisty and very, very athletic, very elusive. So that gets us the first down. We get the fresh set. Give me something else to work with here. Come on. Oh, that's a false, or offsides on the defense, not a false start. That'll stop the clock for a moment, give me a little bit of a breather, and it is offsides. We go to the speed option. 30 carries, 222 yards. Our longest run was 26. I feel like we had more than that, but I guess not. All right, speed option, please deliver. Oh, it's picked off. I guess it's a fumble. Oh my God, the speed option. Why are you calling it? I'm not fast enough to catch the dude. It's going to be a fumble recovery for a touchdown. I can't believe that. The speed option does not work. Why are you calling speed option? Okay, next time we call speed option, I'm using one of my skips. I'm going to use one of the skips because that was not successful whatsoever. UCF just got a free touchdown because of that. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, let's go and possibly do some damage here. Although I don't really want to have good kick returns because that limits the amount of yards I can get on the ground. Okay, we're going to be running an ISO. Luckily, it's getting close to the end of the game, so the playbook should be in favor. We should be in favor of the playbook. They should be giving us a lot of run calls. Try to ice this game. But I'm not going to get yardage like that. I'm not going to get 314 when I'm getting runs of 4 yards a carry. We got to get like 16 yards a carry if we want to get 314 yards. Okay, that was decent. That wasn't great, but I do get the first down. I was able to bounce off a couple different people. Zone read? No. We're just give me the off tackle. Just give me the off tackle and it'll be good to go. Hand me the ball. Oh, you got to hold your blocks at least. Come on, Buckeyes. Hold your blocks a little bit. How am I supposed to do anything? 2nd and 9. There's the handoff. Okay, now we're starting to get no yardage whatsoever. The UCF defense seems to be ready to go, and we are getting close to the 4th quarter, and we haven't even touched 300 yards yet. Come on, Buckeye offense. There we go. That's the blocking we needed. Eddie George down the field. Huge run. Absolutely huge run. Massive run. That gets us the yards we needed. That was the type of run we needed to have. The great blocking opened up a massive hole, allowing for Eddie George to get through there. But this time it's not going to work as well. Got a couple yards, but nothing as crazy as I did last play. That brings us to 272. I'm going to use an extra play here. You know what? I can't really... no, I can't use another play. We might as well just go with this one. I didn't really like the whole end-around addition, but whatever. We'll have to go with it. We got a minute to go. There's the handoff. Why can there not be just a little bit of blocking? Come on. Just a little bit of blocking. I can bounce that out to score a touchdown, but I just need a little bit of help from my teammates, man. I can't do everything. There we go. See, this is what I needed. Oh, I got stuck. I kind of had it there, but I got stuck. Okay, that should take us to maybe 280, 290. We're very close. We got 1 quarter to play. We are very close to 314. It can happen if we get the right amount of yardage in the first half for the second half of the fourth quarter. That's a nice carry from Eddie George. He carried a guy to the end zone, basically, like 3 yards on his hips. We score. It's 289. Oh, we got 1 quarter remaining. 5 minutes between us and the end of the game, and we are at 289. This is going to be tough. We need to have a huge chunk play. You know what? I'm just fair catching it right here. I know I have a lot of room to run. I need as many yards as possible. So I need as many yards as I can physically earn on this drive. So we need to start as deep in the territory as possible. All right, Braxton. Well, that's not going to be a good start. That's only 2 yards. That gets us over 290, but it's possible. This drive has to go very well, but it is possible. Okay, he flips us to the left side. We get a good block. We get the first down. I needed 1 more block. I could have bounced that to the house. That takes us to 303. We are at 303. The 314 marker is in our grasp. Basically, 1 solid run will get us there, and this could be it. Oh, I thought it could have been it. That gets us to 309. Basically, this could be the game where we get it. This could be the run where we get it. They're going to motion receiver from right to left. Give me a little bit of extra blocking. And Eddie George might have got it on that one. Is that the record? It is! We did it. New school record. 315 rushing yards in a single game. Eddie George has done it. So we've beaten that record now. We don't have to worry about that anymore. All we have to do now is just worry about the total season yards and touchdowns. But I've only gotten 2 touchdowns today on the ground. I had 5 last game. But those will come in time. We'll be able to get multiple touchdown games later on, I would assume. The yards is what I'm not necessarily concerned with, but what I'm focusing on. And we're just killing the school record. I'm never going to be able to beat this again, am I? Uh-oh, did we freeze? What happened here? Oh, no, please don't. Oh, I can feel my controller vibrating. I don't know what's happening. Oh, no, please don't say we froze. This is the 314 game. No! Don't tell me we froze. What happened? I can't pause it or anything. No, 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 no. Don't tell me we froze. Is there audio playing? What's going on? It's still going. The game is still going. The screen's just froze. Okay, I can't hear any, or I can't see anything, but I can hear stuff. He's passing. Touchdown, Buckeyes! I don't know what happened. Braxton threw a touchdown. Touchdown, Buckeyes. For some reason, it's frozen on the play, or on the screen, but it's not frozen here. I guess we'll just continue to play. I'll skip to the end, and hopefully I'll be able to save it. I don't know if I'll be able to save it, but I'm going to try to. Okay, unfortunately, I couldn't save the game, which really sucks. I'm not going to go and play it again. I'm just going to advance the week. We're just going to skip past the UCF game. We win 44-16. That sucks that we froze. I got back through the game. It was super weird. Oh, what's this? We probably can't show this because copyright issues. I don't know. But I got through the game. It looks like I have 329 yards. Great. Okay. This makes it a little bit more tough, but I am going to save now. Okay, I think I saved that time. When it was frozen on the screen, like what you saw, I could hear it in my headphone. It was still going on. I was still like running the game, and then when it got to the end, I tried to get back to the main menu, but I didn't hear any audio after that. So I think it actually did like end up catching up and freezing. So I had to just quit out of the thing and load it back in. So hopefully that doesn't happen in this game, and this time we can actually get the 314 yards and not have to worry about it freezing. All right, here we go. It is time to take on Cal. 3 straight home games to start the season. We're not even kick returning this one. They just kneel it down. That's good. That gives us as much yardage as possible. And they're already starting with a speedy option. I don't want speed options. I just don't. Speed options don't work. We saw that in the UCF game where they picked that off, or I guess they fumbled it. They recovered the fumble, technically. That's basically a pick, though. Only 3 yards on the carry. Man, we had the record, too. We had 300. Actually, we had 330 yards. That's annoying that we didn't get it. Oh, that's Braxton. Did he keep it? Yeah, Braxton has it. He got 3rd and inches. Okay. Stop oh my god. Why are these triple options? Buckeye offense is not that complicated. You either throw a deep ball or you hand it off to the running back. What's all these fancy little option plays? He didn't even give it to me. It was Braxton who kept it. Stop keeping it. Let me have the ball. Let me have the freaking football. I'm not even getting on this one. I'm not even involved on this one. I might throw a block, though. There we go. I actually threw a block that time. Finally. Handing the ball to your Heisman contender running back. And losing that game and all the stats that we had in that game means that we don't move up in the Heisman voting. We might even fall out of the Heisman voting because I don't think we had that good of a game at all. So, and we're still ranked 17th. This is going to be a little bit more tricky than I thought. I thought the Heisman Challenge is going to be easy. I guess not. That's 4th and 2. I'm going for this. There's no reason why this Ohio State team can't get 2 yards against Cal. There we go. We got more than 2 yards against Cal. That's just what we needed. We needed a good blocking, and we actually got it. Good job, Eddie. That's 19 yards. We need to stay on the same kind of path as we did in the first game against UCF, even though it didn't count. We need to have... Oh, that's a huge gain. Get the first down and the touchdown, Eddie George. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Great outside blocking by the receivers gets us to the end zone. Exactly what we needed. But we need to keep on that trajectory of getting like 80, 90 yards a quarter. That'll get us to the 314 marker since now we don't have it. We have to do it again. Is that a made field goal? It is. A made field goal by Cal. I don't even know who the Cal quarterback would have been at this time. It wouldn't have been Jared Goff, I don't think. Because Jared Goff was in like 2016 draft, so I think he was a junior. So this might have been a year or two earlier than Jared Goff. So I'm not sure who the quarterback would have been of Cal at this point. The player model kind of looked like Jared Goff, but I guess it could be. I just thought he was a little too young for him. I don't know. It's not Aaron Rodgers, that's for sure. Oh, that's an annoying little block that I didn't get there. You throw me a block there, I could take this to the house. We know the speed of Eddie George is pretty crazy. So I just need a couple of blocks. That's all I really need. Like that. See, like that. I bounced that, and we have like 15 yards. That's all I need. It's just one opening, and I can take this for monster gains. I don't think we're on the same trajectory right now. I need to have another big run right here. That wasn't as big of a run as I wanted it to be, but it should be good enough. What do we have now? Oh, they're going to kick me on the field. We have 78 yards. And they're not even... They're going to go for a pass here on... Why are they going for a pass at the end of the first quarter? You better throw this to me. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't even care if I get... Oh, they handed it off to me. That worked. I get yardage out of it. I know it was play action. I just didn't think he'd actually hand it to me. I thought he'd keep it like he normally does. He never really hands me the ball. Braxton always keeps it. Well, that was really good run defense from Cal. They were prepared for that one, that's for sure. So, I don't... Ooh, we might not get this ball off by the end of the first quarter. They might snap it right here. Come on, snap it. There we go. Good snap. Give me a block. 71. Eddie falls forward. 31-yard line. So, we end the first quarter with a total of 91 yards. Stop making me use freaking extra plays. Call good plays. This is a Braxton keeper, it looks like. We're on a good pace right now. I need to throw a good block there. Oh, I have the ball. Wait, no, I thought I had the ball. It looked like when I was holding it, I had the ball, but I don't. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. That's risky. Well, we're not calling speed option, that's for sure. You could basically just hand the ball to them if we call speed option. All right, Braxton, make a good decision on here. I don't know what I have to do to call for the ball, but I'm not getting it. I was completely wide open. Eddie George is pumping his fist, so it looks like we got it, and we did. Okay, give me the rock. Give me Dwayne Johnson. Ooh, decent run. Okay. Every little bit helps. Every little bit of yardage helps. No doubt. Oh, good blocks. Good blocks. Eddie George falls for the first down. That's back-to-back runs on that exact play where we had really good blocking, so I like that. Let's get it again. Let's get some more good blocking here. Braxton making some adjustments. Or making them think he's making adjustments. You gonna snap it to me? There we go. Okay, they were ready for it. 3 times might be a little... 2 times we can get away with the same play. 3 times is a little bit of a stretch. They're ready for it the 3rd time, so that's okay. We know our limits now. But I can't bounce it off. There was too much traffic. I could not bounce it any side. 3rd and 9. Come on, guys. Just give me a little bit of blocking. There we go. That's the blocking I asked for. Eddie George breaks the tackle, but he got pulled down from the back. I had the touchdown. Oh, that's unbelievable. I had the touchdown. All right, come on. This time he flips it to the left side. Just give me one block and I can get in the end zone. Eddie George spins, tackles into the... I spun into the end zone, but he tackled me out of it. 2nd and goal. Come on, man. Why do we struggle so much trying to get from the goal line? And he in. There we go. Eddie George is into the end zone. His 2nd touchdown of the day. We've got 131 yards. We need to keep this up if we want to get 314. There's the snap, the handoff. Eddie, I got stuck. I got freaking stuck. We'll go off tackle to the left side. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that will work. Hopefully it will. Eddie, does he have the speed? Oh, kind of. Kind of had the speed. I thought I was going to get brought down there. Good job, Eddie. 146 yards. Will go off tackle to the right side this time. And try to punch it in. Come on, Eddie George. Oh, what's the blocking there, guys? That was embarrassing. He didn't even do anything. You just let the guys come in and hit me. Maybe you got a bounty against me? I don't know what that was about. Oh, you do it. Okay, maybe it's just that play. It doesn't allow for the linebacker to get blocked. Because that's 2 times in a row they did the exact same thing. Where they just didn't block him. He came in free. So maybe that's just the design of the play where the linemen are out of the vicinity. I'm not a good receiver, I found out. We take the field goal. And we're returning punts. I'm just going to field fair catch this because we need as many yards as possible before the half is over. So let's just fair catch this at whatever yardage we get. Yeah, I could have had room, but doesn't matter. Because it's not about punt yardage. If I was going to do that, we'd go for Devin Hester. But he's not in here. Because he did win a Heisman. Great blocks. Let's go. That's the type of runs we need to get consistently. Why can't we have that every single play? Those are the types of runs I'm looking for. And those are the type of runs I know we're capable of. We just don't have them as often as I would like. Ooh, I bounced off of one tackle. Okay. Timeout called by the Buckeyes. The heck? Oh, hold on. Headphones disconnected for a second. There we go. My bad. I wonder what that tackle or what that sound was. Okay. A minute to go. 2nd and 5. Come on, give me the rock. Oh, that's horrible blocking. Did we even block? It didn't seem like it. It does not seem like it at all. And they're making me use, I've never used this many extra play calls. They're calling so many stupid plays. I don't want passes. I want runs. How are you supposed to get, oh, I just pancaked that dude's life. Oh, that was pretty awesome, actually. I just sent that man to the shadow realm. That was sick. 30 seconds in the half. I would really love to get a few extra yards before half is up. Come on, Eddie. Break the tackle, Eddie George. Okay. Down to the 3 or the 2. Either one. Looks like the 3.5, actually. 22 seconds. They motion receiver. The handoff is to me. Eddie George in the end zone. Touchdown number 3 on the day. But touchdowns aren't the problem. We need yards. We go into the second half. 180 yards. 180 yards is good. That's good progress. But we need to get to 250, basically. Actually, we need to get 300, really, before the quarter's up. Good block. Oh, this is a great run. This might be the best run of my career. Eddie George down the field. He's not catching me. Number 4 is not catching me. 1 play touchdown for the Eddie George machine. That is the type of run we needed to have. That's massive. That gets us to 255 in the third quarter. That's absolutely massive. You guys don't know how massive that is to be able to have a run like that on 1 play. It doesn't take much time up. It gets us a ton of yardage. Oh, whoop-de-doo, they scored a touchdown. Congratulations, Cal. You can say that you scored a touchdown. Hang a banner. But we're at 255 with still a decent amount of time to go in the third quarter. I'm going to let this bounce, actually. Oh, I'm not even returning it. Okay, he let it, he kneeled it, so that works too. That's what I was going to do. 255. That was a 75-yard run that we had. If I could do that back-to-back plays, fantastic. That's the dream. If I get the blocking that I want, the blocking was there, but I think I outran the blocking. It might have been there. Not 100% sure. But that's still a good carry. And if we can get a little bit more blocking. Yes, there we go. That's what I was asking for. That is what I was asking for. That gets us to 279. Okay, it's really possible here, even before the fourth quarter. If I go off on a crazy run, it's possible to get it, like, on this play. It's not going to happen on this play, though. But that's still a huge run. That gets us to, what, like 282 maybe? 281? 291. I was wrong. I should have added another 10 to that. Oh, I guess we were at, like, 279, weren't we? So I didn't really do the math there that great. Oh, wow. He was ready for that. He was absolutely ready for that. And that takes us to 289. It's okay. We don't have to rush anymore. Getting that 75-yard run is unbelievably clutch. That saved us so much time by having 75 yards in that big chunk. Because now we're at 294. We're sitting at 294 right now. And we still got a whole quarter to play. So it could happen right here. Eddie George fights for the first down. And he gets it. That gets us to 302. I don't have many. I think I only have one more extra play call, so I got to use that carefully. The handoff. Eddie George slipping a tackle. Not going to get it on that one. It looked promising at the beginning, but it's not going to happen on that one. And we have 306. But we still have a whole quarter to go, and we need to get to 314. It's very, very plausible. I still don't know. Oh, there we go. I called for the pass. I caught it. I still don't know why it's like that. I don't know. Weird. 40 seconds remain in the quarter. I could get it any play now, since we're at over 300 mark. Any play could be the record. It's not going to be that one, I don't think. No, it's not that one. Oh, we're 2 yards away. All right. So as long as we don't get stopped for a loss, basically we'll get it on this snap. And there it is. And oh, we only got to the line of scrimmage. Okay, so not on that snap. Hopefully on this snap, we'll get the record. There's the handoff. Oh yeah. There's the record. And can it be a touchdown too? No, it's not going to be a touchdown, but it is going to be the record. New school record, 325. I already did it in the last game against UCF, but it didn't save it. So I am going to unfortunately have to run. Oh, thank God the clock ran out. I was going to say I am going to have to run speed option because I don't want to use my final change the play. But now we're running load option. What are these calls? All right, final quarter. We've gotten the record. Now we just need to win the game and maybe get a couple more touchdowns to kind of improve our Heisman voting. That would be kind of useful. Can I throw a block there? Yeah, I can. Braxton spinning. Thought he was going to spin in the end zone there for a second. Oh, I guess we have to call. I can't use my last play call or my switch. Snap, throw. I'm open. What's the flag call? Braxton's into the end zone. What's the flag? Is it a late hold? Did I do something wrong? Was it me? Oh, it's the center who gets called for it. Another speed option. Come on, coach. You saw how bad the speed option was against the UCF. Why are you calling it now? Speed option is just not a good call because you're going to make me lose yards. I'm at 322 now. If I go under 314, that'd be annoying. I don't think that it would take away the record from me, but I don't want to find out, so let's just do this thing. Can I throw that or catch that? I threw a block again. At least I'm throwing blocks this time. In the first episode, I wasn't able to throw blocks for some reason. All right, Cal scored another touchdown. Whoop-de-doo. We're about 2 minutes to go in the game. What are they? Oh, they're onside kicking. Why are they onside kicking down 34-18 with 2 minutes to go? There's really no chance they can come back and win. Did they get it? Who's got it? Oh, they touched it early. Okay. They touched it early. QB blast. Really, Braxton? Now you're just calling plays yourself. All right, Braxton. Show me what you got. Show me what your mama gave you. Oh, I probably should have threw a block there. That's my bad, Braxton. Sorry. My bad, Braxton. Didn't mean to get you crushed on that. Oops. Me bad. Is this going to be a read option for me or for him? It's going to be for me. Let's go. All right. We pad the stats even more. That might have been a face mask, too. That was a little ugly. And it's another QB blast. Okay, I got to remember to throw a block this time. I wasn't sure how the QB blast is going to work. Now I know I have to run in the middle and throw a block. So let's get ready. There's the snap. Throw the block. Oh, I threw the wrong block. Well, the last time, that's not fair. The last time those guys were like in the lane to tackle Braxton, so I threw it right there, but this time it was the other. I can't keep up. Just don't call QB blast anymore. And don't call speed options. Speed options don't work, Braxton. I guess this one did a little bit. You probably, honestly, I think you had more yards when you took it, so you should have just kept it. You should have just kept it yourself. This is a wide receiver screen, which I don't necessarily like, especially because it doesn't do anything for us. Yeah, that's a waste. Stop calling screens. That's why I should have picked a quarterback. Cal actually scored another touchdown, but there's only 42 seconds left, and they have no timeouts. Why am I on kick return duty if I'm not even the one kick returning? 39 seconds. These should all be just hands off to... Oh, no, they're going to be QB kneels. 3:43, though. We had 4 touchdowns in the game. I'd say that's a pretty successful game, even though we should be adding this stat onto the stats that we had against UCF, but it didn't save it, so we just kind of had to ride it out. But that at least is the record now officially done, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we just have to worry about individual stats like the yards and the touchdowns in the season, and then we have to focus on getting up higher in not only the ranking of the team, higher than 17, but we also need to focus on Eddie getting higher in the Heisman voting. And that should be the ball game, and it is. We get the W. You love to see it. Braxton did good, but it was really the main man, my bald king, Eddie George. And there he is. Look at him. He's so happy. He's so happy. Good job, Eddie. Buckeyes win. Blowout Cal. You love to see it. You love to see it. We got the yards. And now we will hopefully sim so everything, or save so everything doesn't get lost. Okay, it's auto-saving. Perfect. Let's get to the game. Oh, another non-conference game against UAB. Hopefully this moves us up in the rankings. I don't want to be 17 for much longer. Moves us up to 16. Great. But we got the record and we got the touchdowns in the game. So both of those are checked off. We now have 672 yards on the ground and we have 9 touchdowns. So we're getting close. It's just taking a little bit. In the Heisman watch, we have now moved to number 2. Ooh, who's this running back? This running back would be number 1. Who was number 1? Who was number 7 for Arkansas? Oh, okay. This is testing my knowledge. This is testing my ball knowledge here. Georgia running back number 1. It wouldn't be Nick Chubb. That's a little too early for Nick Chubb. Who was before Nick Chubb? Who was before Nick Chubb? He's only a sophomore. 5'11", 215. All I'm thinking of is like Sony Michel, but he was there with Nick Chubb. Oh. Is that Todd Gurley? Would this be time for Todd Gurley? It could be. It would make sense, timeline-wise. That could be Todd Gurley. Okay. Then who's the Arkansas running back? That's Melvin Gordon, the Wisconsin running back. Who is that, though? It's not obviously Darren McFadden. He's been in the league. Who is this? Arkansas running back. Who came out of Arkansas around this time? DeMarco Murray? Is that DeMarco Murray? It might be DeMarco Murray. Did he go to Arkansas? Or did he go to... No, he went to Oklahoma. I think DeMarco went to Oklahoma. So that's not DeMarco Murray. Who could this be? Arkansas running backs around this time. Or just running backs in general around this time. Who is... I might have to look this up. Who is this running back? 20... What is this, 2012 or 2013? I think it's 2012. 2012 Arkansas. Arkansas football roster. Who is this running back? All right, number 7. Number 7. It's Niall Davis. Oh, I don't know if I would have thought about that. I forgot about Niall Davis. That's who it is. Man, I completely forgot about him. Let me check that. Make sure that's Todd Gurley. 2012 Georgia football roster. It makes sense for it to be Todd Gurley. I just got to make sure. All right. What number is he? He's number 1, I think, right? Yeah, number 1. All right, where are you, Todd? No, it's Isaiah Crowell. He wears number 1. So who's Todd? Is Todd Gurley even on this team? Was I just off? What? Timeline-wise? Todd Gurley. When did you graduate? When did you graduate? You were in the 20... I was early. He was in the 2015 draft. I was a little early for Todd Gurley. It's Isaiah Crowell is who that is. Okay. I forgot some of the... not lesser-known running backs, but guys that I wouldn't think about first when I think of running backs from these schools. Niall Davis and Isaiah Crowell. Okay. Well, at least now we know. But that's my bad. I forgot some of the some of the other running backs at that time. But that is going to do it for this episode. We got some good stuff. We have moved up 1 spot to 2016. Le'Veon Bell should be on the Michigan State running back team. Or he should be the running back for Michigan State. We lead the league in rushing yards by a good margin, 672. Then we've got I'm not even going to try. Georgia Tech's running back, Utah's running back, and Mississippi State's running back. I'm not going to try it. My ball knowledge isn't that good, I guess. All right, that's where we're going to end this episode. We got 2 games in. Technically only 1, because only the UCF game didn't save, but we got most of the game done. You guys saw it. It's whatever. Hopefully next episode we don't have any problems with freezing or anything, but like, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much, Top Man Watch. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.